Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is a timely tarot oracle reading about random shift. This is general or collective, so parts of it may or may not resonate with you. Just take what works for you and leave the rest. Also, if you're watching this at this time, it's perfect for you. Having said that, if it has been a while since I posted this, what was going on in your life back then? That could give you further clarity as to your situation now. I did a quick meditation beforehand. The underlying energy from the tarot came up as the Five of Cups. So Five of Cups is talking about regret and remorse. It is within the cup energy. Cups in tarot represent love. Now, this could be love of anyone or anything, but quite often it is romantic love. And also, it could be about something you love to do or something you love to be. We have spilt cups here, and if you've ever heard the saying, don't cry over spilt milk, that pretty much represents the energy here. I mean, the liquid is in the ground. There's nothing you can do to recover it. So you have to accept this as a loss. Now, in romantic love, this quite often can represent a third-party energy. We have two cups here with wine, and then we have one cup with a poisonous liquid of some sort, and it has caused this relationship. There's regret and remorse. Now, this could be the remorse of you, your partner, the third party, or all three of you. And so whatever this is, it's saying that it's a loss that you can't recover. Now, if it's not about romantic love, that could talk about a business partner that let you down, or friends or family, that type of energy. And the best thing you can do in this situation is turn around and notice you have two cups standing behind you. Be grateful for them, pick them up, appreciate them, and take them over the bridge, over troubled water, to your castle. Now, even the castle in the background there is half standing and half dilapidated, and that's representing the energy of needing to have a good attitude to get out of this energy. Is the cup half full or is the cup half empty? And that's the underlying energy, is having a good attitude during remorse. And then we have the all-star energy, which is talking about using your insight, your third eye energy. This is from my oracle, Tales from the Vector, and this is courtesy of the Intergalactic Federation of Light. This is one of the 7 stellar sisters that comes from the Pleiades. And in the background, all of that, those little stars are the Super 7 crystal, which is here. And that crystal is really, really beautiful energy. It aligns all of your chakras to be able to work in alignment with your goals. Thought that couldn't hurt. So use your insight regarding a situation that there's a lot of regret and remorse around. There's passionate action coming in, and this is talking about information or communication coming in. We have both these are representing that type of energy, new energy coming forward. So the Knight of Wands is one of 4 knights in the Minor Arcana. His element is the element of fire, as well as this card here. So the element of fire is represented by the wooden wand, and the wood fuels the fire, and that causes passionate action. So with this energy, maybe there's new love coming in, or it's about some sort of passion, some sort of something coming in that you're going to be passionate about. There's a big red plume on the back of the Knight of Wands helmet here, representing that in the past he's been a little impulsive at times, and he does have a hot temper at times, but he's learned how to rein in his emotions and discipline his mind. Which is what the all-star energy is. It's about using your third eye to have really strong insight about what to do. And his horse is rearing up because it's full of passion. The horses in tarot represent heartfelt energy and passionate action. And the Knight of Wands is known for being very enthusiastic. He loves to explore the wonders of the world. That's what the pyramids are here in the background there are representing. So some sort of information or communication coming in. Now that could be by, if it's these, like in the old days, remember that all the characters in the tarot are archetypes, so they are not gender specific. So this could be a female in her masculine energy as well. And the information isn't necessarily going to come in person. As a matter of fact, it's probably more likely to be a phone call, a text message, you know, an email. Maybe you get something in the actual physical mail, or you're online and someone messages you, you attend an event and then you run into someone. But it's some sort of information coming in, communication coming in that is going to give you some passion to move forward, it looks like, and launch something new. That's what the Eight of Wands represent. Both of these cards are Sagittarius energy. I'm talking about, you know, the centaur doing shooting his arrows into the celestial sky and hitting the target. Doom, 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 doom. So you've launched some sort of action. After being stuck for a while in this energy, I feel. This is talking about the hangman energy. The hangman hangs from the tree of knowledge. He's upside down because he's trying to gain a new perspective, and he's looking at the situation from every single angle that he can. And once he has figured out what he, you know, his aura lights up like this, and he figures out, okay, this is the action I'm going to take, then he comes down from the tree of knowledge and he takes action. So I feel like you were stuck. This can also represent an energy of being stuck and not being able to take action, or not knowing which action to take. It also could be like being stuck in remorse or regret here. And also it can sometimes talk about hanging around with people that are not beneficial for you. So we have this energy here also now of the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is representing an illusion of some sort. This card is full of illusions. It's also talking about having reconciliation. So reconciliation after heartache. And the thing is that, you know, if you are reconciling with someone, it means that probably there needs to be forgiveness. And forgiveness paves the way for reconciliation. But just because you forgive someone doesn't mean that you want to have anything to do with them again. You could forgive someone and never even tell them. The forgiveness is so that you can move forward in your life with passion again after being stuck, after something has happened that's caused a lot of a feeling of loss, regret, and remorse. So the Six Cups here, this card can be talking about someone coming back from your past that wants to reconcile. Sometimes it can be talking about reunions as well. You know, like if, in the summer in particular, we tend to go on holidays and, you know, meet up with family and have reunions, in high school reunions and elementary school reunions, college reunions, all of that sort of thing. So it definitely could talk about that. Or it sometimes can be, like in this case, it could be someone from your past that has caused regret or remorse to come in, to come back in and say, hey, you know, let's give it another go, or I'm sorry, can you forgive me, and let's be friends again. And you really have to use your insight when it comes to that, because this card is full of a lot of illusions, as I said. When you first look at it, it looks like two children are playing in the yard and they're playing with these potted plants. But when you look closer, you realize, wait a minute, that's a gnome and that's a little woman. And when you look at her from the back, she looks like an old hag. When you look at her from the front, she looks young. And both of them are wearing this white mitt. Neither one of them wants the flowers. The old hag says, go away, we don't want your stupid flowers. They're not even yours to give away. The younger version is like people-pleasing still, and she's explaining herself, and then why they don't want the flowers, and they don't want to get their hands dirty. And this is saying, if someone from your past that caused you a lot of regret and remorse wants to re-enter your life, are you going to let them in? I mean, that would totally be up to you. It's not for me to say. Having said that, people do have a tendency to show us who they are the first time around. And a lot of times we don't want to believe them because we really like them or love them, but they quite often do show us. And so this is up to you what you do with it, but it's saying that the other illusion here is that these white flowers in these pots are innocent. White flowers in tarot represent innocence, but these particular flowers are from the nightshade family. They're datra, and datra is something that if children were to ingest it, children or pets, it could cause them to become very ill. And you wouldn't plant this in your yard. You wouldn't have it sitting around in pots around your yard. Shamans sometimes do use this to create visions for in ceremony, but that's with adults, and they know what they're doing. They've been doing it for centuries. So the other thing is that this person watching over the children is actually a stranger walking down the path. So this whole card is just full of illusions. It could be saying that whatever happened here has still a lot of illusions that you don't know about, and you maybe need to use your insight to really figure out what really truly, like the whole story. And it sometimes can be talking about, like, if this is someone from your past, it could be someone that you've known since childhood, maybe someone that you haven't seen for a while or whatever, but it's someone from your past. And, it's talking about someone from your past wanting to reconcile a lot of the time. And then we have the energy of this is conviction beyond a doubt. This is now that you know what you know, you have conviction beyond a doubt that you are going to stand up for yourself. You're standing on higher ground here. And you notice, like, he's got the wand here protecting his heart. And he knows, now that he knows the truth, he's like, I am going to stand up for myself. You can notice here, like, there's, these are the action that he's taking. And then there's 6 others coming towards him to take action against him. So now he's wearing a boot on one shoe and a foot on the other. That could say they took him by surprise, or the whole situation took him by surprise. Or it could be saying that he's stuck in between 2 realms, in between the energy of the total truth and, or coming to terms with it, that sort of thing. This also sometimes can represent the energy of someone walking in your shoes and, trying to be something they're not, that they are not, basically. It can represent identity theft, forgery, that type of energy. And we have the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is talking about having a really lucrative lifestyle. And it's also talking about maybe someone that you can go to advice to if this has anything to do with the Pentacle energy. Of course, the Pentacles do represent health, wealth, and happiness in the 3D. And it's represented by a coin because a big part of the 3D world is money and making money. And, it definitely has a huge effect on our lifestyle. But the Pentacle energy is representing the element of earth. So it's like about earthly matters and physical matter on the earth, but it's also about your lifestyle. And so you could have all the money in the world and still not have the love you want, or, have your health, and then you're not going to be living the lifestyle that you would want to live. The King of Pentacles can represent someone, that, like, you could go to advice for regarding, money matters. And generally, this would be someone that works in the banking industry, financial advisor, wealth management, life insurance salespeople, retirement planning, that type of energy. Someone higher up, they would probably be a partner in an established firm. And it could be accountants, that sort of thing. This also can represent the real estate and land developers, mortgage brokers. They would be someone higher up again. If it was a real estate agent, someone that's dealing with, it could be commercial or residential, but it would be higher end property. And, the grapes on the tarot, or on the King of Pentacles robe, in tarot, grapes represent a luxurious item. So this is saying that the King of Pentacles is able to provide a luxurious lifestyle and is able to grow things that, like businesses that are difficult to grow. So if you are launching something, it may be that you're looking towards, advice in that way. This can also represent, like, you might be an entrepreneur and you might be already successful, and you might even be this person. So it's talking about using that energy, though. And, if you need to get advice, to get professional advice. And then we have the energy of the immature competition. So this is the only card in the tarot where there's like adolescents fighting, like battling with each other like this. There's a lot of energy here about, action, a lot of passionate action, and a lot of it towards you, actually. So with this card here, this could also talk about not just you launching something, but the actions that other people have launched. This sometimes represents sibling rivalry, and it's my mean girls card. It's like when you're in competition with people that are immature about the competition. You think about narcissistic cheerleaders, like just young age, grade 6 to maybe grade 10. And, they made the team. And so they have to win the trophy. But there's another team at the competition that is really, really good. And they can see, oh my goodness, they're going to beat us. So they're trying to think of ways to trip the other team up. And this is talking about like where the trophy is more important than the learning. You can learn a lot from the competition. So the best case scenario would be that you watch the competition and you learn from them, so that the next time you come out, you know how to do what that is, whatever it is they're doing, that's so much better. And this energy, like as you grow older and more mature, you realize that anytime there's competition, it really is with yourself. So this is talking about, can you keep your shift together under pressure? And so that's the energy here. Now, you only have to be 1% better than the other team to beat them. So it doesn't require a lot. Like if this team all decides that each person on the team is going to be 1% better than they were this time around, then by the time they go out for the next competition, they're going to be way better. Like that gains a lot of momentum when a whole team decides to do that. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune here. So after whatever has gone on here, I feel like you're gaining your feet again. You're gaining ground here. You're standing your ground and taking actions and asking for the proper advice to be able to get something launched. There could be this competition still trying to take action against you, but the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. And this is talking about the past, the present, and the future all coming together in synchronicity. So all together in the now moment. And on this wheel, on one of them is the Hebrew letters for the name of God, which is tetragrammaton. And a tetragrammaton is a sacred geometric symbol that symbolizes equalization in all forces and also perfect divine order. This is God's plan. You're on God's plan. And when the Wheel of Fortune is now turning in your favor, now that you're standing up for yourself, I feel like in the past, maybe you were not aware of the competition, or you were aware of it, but you didn't take it too seriously. Like you didn't realize how dedicated they were about taking action to keep you stuck. Maybe you were busy doing what you were doing. And look at this, there's a soulmate coming in as well. So this is the Wheel of Fortune. This energy has been in a lot of the readings, new energy coming in, a new passion for life. And when you are on your destined journey and you're really, using everything you have to move forward in what you feel like your authentic desires are, quite often if a soulmate connection could come around that time. This is talking about a soul contract, basically, between two people to empower each other on their journey on Earth. And so we have each of them is complete within themselves. It's not like they need each other to complete each other. This is just they really enjoy each other's company. And it's talking about someone coming into your life, and quite often it can be a romantic partner, but it doesn't have to be. Hello, Stella. Did you wake up? My cat just realized I was doing a reading without her. All right, sit down nice here. All right, so this is energy of two people. They're complete within each other. Each of them is highly connected to source energy. I refer to this as the higher self network, HSN. And this is talking about having really strong communication through their insight, using their third eye energy, and being really well connected to each other. Quite often a soulmate energy will be someone that's very, very different from your normal dating type. And but it's kind of like an attraction that happens, and it's destiny, really. Like when you're on your path, then it's kind of like, okay, you both are resonating at a very high level in strong connection with source energy, and complete within yourselves, that you just really add to each other's life and make your journey more pleasant. And this is talking about healing that energy from here. I was saying about illusions from your past, and that your childhood might have a lot of illusions in it. This card quite often represents this energy of taking the time to look back at when you were younger. And we have an adult and a small child in the boat, and there's no baggage. This quite often represents wanting to get out of rough water. Rough water in tarot is representing volatile or mixed emotions. And it's also talking about maybe chaos that's happening in your life. So this is about going away to pray and meditate, to isolate yourself for a little bit. The swords are representing thoughts. And so this could be like your mind has been, because of everything that's happening, you want to quiet your mind so that you can see with your third eye instead, and get the answers you need for moving forward, and be able to know to notice that the Wheel of Fortune's turning, and feel this energy coming in. So the conveyor just represents the person that traveling to God's energy, to the Most High, to get a feeling of, okay, what is my next step? And he has to dig very deep with this long rod to dig into the mud to get this boat moving into calmer waters. So this is talking about having to dig deep within yourself and really look back. I feel that you're received some information that came in, and it caused you to really go, have to really take a look what really went on here. And also, was it people that you knew from the past? Energy, was it more than just like this one person? It could have been like a group, basically. So the Knight of Wands energy is talking about taking passionate action. He's a rebel with a cause. And it's about, after finding out like this, that you are in competition. I'm getting that you didn't know you were in competition, not like that, not in this way. And especially there's quite a few people ganged up against one person here. So you must be really special for them to all be putting so much energy into you. And the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. You know where you're going. You know where you want to go, and you've quieted your mind. You're not allowing yourself to get back in an energy that's going to pull you back into, regret and remorse and repeat the same old shift. You're going to move forward. This is talking about moving into new passionate energy and standing up for yourself. Also, this is saying letting the past go. And unless, that's up to you, but the new energy is really wanting to come in here, and you don't want to get stuck again in the old. This is talking about having a really beautiful lifestyle if you move forward in this new passionate energy. I will clarify this for those that want clarification. I'm using the Oracle cards, and the numbers on these cards represent the paintings as they're listed in my gallery on my website, and that's talesfromthevector.com. I will put them in the information box below so that you can know which paintings to look for if you want to check them out. They say a painting paints 1,000 words. But I think this reading is pretty clear. We have the trauma queen. So yeah, this is just like a lot of unnecessary drama. Like it's like, and you're basically saying, hey, life's a slice. I've got shift to do. I have a project to launch. I need to go and figure out how I'm going to exactly how to do it. I've got a lot on my plate here. You know, I don't want to go back into this drama and trauma energy. And so, yeah, this is talking about having to fight with people. And yeah, like some people, you have to be aware, some people really enjoy fighting. And if you're not one of those people, you know, when they fight, it excites them and makes them feel, you know, really happy and like alive. Whereas for you, it probably makes you feel like you wasted your time. And, you know, it can cause fight, flight, or you can get frozen and be stuck in the energy and not really understand why until the truth comes out. And that's when using your insight is really powerful. We have the sun here. This is awesome. This is saying that the sun represents God's energy. It's the happiest card in the deck. It's saying you're going to have a very happy, lucrative lifestyle if you move into this new energy and just let go of this old energy. Now that you know what you know, you don't need to, like, it's not like you can move into this new energy and use whatever you learned and, you know, not get into this energy again. You don't have to stand here in regret and remorse. And then we have anger. Yeah, there could be some anger here. I have a feeling like, I mean, this is showing a lot of people. Like these could be different people from these people. And then there's all these actions that are also being taken towards to keep you stuck. So this is, you know, like, what is that? 8 plus 6 is 14 and another 5 over there, that's 19. Oh, the sun. The sun's got it handled though. That's why I don't usually count like that, but this is saying that you can handle this. The sun is shining on you. You've got this. This is saying they want you to be angry like them. You know, get angry, let it out of your system, but don't be impulsive about it, and don't do things that you regret, because that's what they want, is for you to waste your time and your energy on fighting with them. And remember, they enjoy it. They get off on it. And all it does is irritate you and waste your energy. Then we have attachment. Yeah, because this is, you know, this is the number one karmic space. If we become attached to something or someone, then it's really easy to fall into the other ones. We get angry when we can't have it, or we, you know, we want it. So we'll do what we have to get it. It's that type of energy. And, you know, right here on the card, it says, what's yours is mine and what's mine is mine. It doesn't sound very fair. That's why you must have a lot of talent, and this is a lot coming your way, and they know about it. And they're thinking like maybe they can take it from you. And here we have the Hangman again. See this energy here, and it goes way back. It's talking, we have 2 cards that are talking about energy that comes from your past. And it's talking about this energy hanging around, you know, you for a long time, keeping you stuck, doing their best. They don't have you stuck, but they've slowed you down. That's what I feel. And I feel like you're kind of done with the whole thing. Like now that you know what you know, you're just like, okay, I'm ready to launch this project and hang out with people that want to build things rather than talk about other people. And then we have degradation. Yeah. So this is just tactics being used to bring your energy down so that they can slow you down. I mean, think about it. If there's 19 people putting their energy into slowing you down and taking what's yours without anything in return, then, you know, they do want to degrade your energy. But what they're really up against, this is just saying, this is God's plan. And the wheel of fortune is turning for you because you're destined to have this happen. And I also feel like they're doing their best to degrade the energy between you and the soulmate energy. So whatever that's about. And the need to be right is another karmic space. Man, this card has been coming up a lot in all the readings lately. It's kind of like this energy, like, yeah, there's times where we really, really do need to be right. But there's times where people just decide, hey, this, whatever is yours belongs, I deserve it more than you, and I know I'm right. And so, you know, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? That's the energy. So if you get into arguments with people who have this attitude, chances are you're just going to be like, it's just going to cause a lot of drama and slow you down. So you're doing the right thing by launching it, moving forward, going to people that have knowledge that could empower you to move it forward, knowing that the sun is shining on your on this project, on your life. It's about to shift into this new energy. Now that you know what you know exactly what actions to take, and you also know what actions you don't want to take anymore. So yeah, this is good advice in this reading. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for your time and energy, your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. I really, truly appreciate them all, and I'll be back with another random reading for you soon. Bye for now.